addressing John Redwood MP in particular and other MPs through him, and perhaps with Peter Hitchens, who are the only few who make themselves accessible. You are listening to Jesus. This is the second coming, and I am God. We've had to make an emergency intervention. In fact, I've been here all the time because we weren't coming from the clouds in the literal sense. We were coming from the clouds in the clouds of heaven in power and great glory in the literal and spiritual sense of the prophetic word. And about 4 months ago, the same angels that gave me the Chernobyl prophecy as a 10-year-old in 1982 at a papal mass in the UK returned to say, Russ, you're not just prophet, you are in fact Jesus, prophet and king. And since then I've been trying to fulfill the functions of God, not having any previous recollection or memory of doing such a thing. But I have got a veil of forgetfulness over me, so bear with me while I get my head around what is being revealed to me. So I've asked my angels to reveal things to me on a strategic need-to-know basis, and I have just recently discovered, literally a week ago, that the reason we are intervening, and don't forget we know the end from the beginning, so obviously it can be written in scripture because this is just all predestined, but the fact of the matter is the political class, the very same people John Redwood banned me. Let me just get this right, because Redwood, you're in deep shit, mate. I mean, you are in big trouble. You made a gamble not to upset the 322 people, Bush and all them lot, the terrorists. Yeah, the terrorists. Yeah, because you didn't think that God was going to be coming back and holding you account. Well, you picked wrong, mate, because that guy, Russ Brown, who used to post on your blog for a long time, until you banned him for his work on the Jesuits, quote unquote, remember? Well, God's come back, that's Russ Brown, actually, to nail the real terrorists, John Redwood, who are the Jesuits. Okay? You're in big trouble. In fact, I am going to hold you responsible for complicity in terrorism, just for that, just for banning me for trying to reveal the truth and the real reason the second coming has just happened. Do you hear me, Redwood? Do you hear me? You coward. Right, so on top of that, you have had delivered, John Redwood has had delivered by God on his blog the Chernobyl prophecy warning. And what did you do, Redwood? You vote for nuclear power? The human race has just been made extinct. In 3 years' time, there's a magnetic polar shift. For 70 years, God has been trying to send messages through prophets. And the Roman Catholic Church, who want to be God, have been hiding those prophets and hiding those warnings and hiding those messages. They're so self-obsessed, they thought that all those messages were just about them. Not about the, world, that's their responsibility. Their responsibility. Okay, John Redwood, listen very carefully. You're out of a job. In fact, all of you are out of a job. And I've got a whole army of angels here who will escalate things to whatever level is necessary to get rid of you people. Do you understand? You have just provoked God into destroying Vatican City, as you'll see, because of the terrorism, the worst we ever see that you lot coalesced in, and on top of that, you have ruined and wrecked my earth. You have destroyed the human race with the meltdown of nuclear reactors from a magnetic polar shift that God was trying to tell you about through the prophets, but the Pope and the Roman Church hid the prophets. You had it on your blog from God himself, Redwood, and you posted it, and you still voted for nuclear power. And you banned God for his work on the Jesuits, quote unquote. John Redwood. My name's Russ Brown, I'm Jesus, and this is the second coming.